All right. Hey, love. Hey, love. Hey, love. I'm Jessie Sila. Teacher love, coach love, sensational Friday. Oh, no, Saturday. It's Saturday. Y'all know I lose track of days. It's another day that I'm afforded to see, and so are you. So I'm grateful. What's it been? About 4 days or so since I was live or did a live earlier today. And this is my perspective. This is my thoughts. Even with the whole Tristan Thompson and all of that, and mm-mm. A 4-year old, a 3-year old, and now supposedly with a child by a trainer. Mm, 3 different women. Yeah, that ain't healthy. Anyway, I wanted to share something with you that I did because I saw this video of a man who was talking about Julissa. She's 38 and she did this test where it was like, are you delusional? A woman's delusional radar or scale. And hers read 5 out of 5. And so he did this video because it's like, yeah, women are just so delusional. Let me take these off for him. They're so delusional about what they want, what they expect. And she is very career driven. She's done a lot, very popular. And this person has more views responding to her video than she has on her actual video. Hello, somebody. Anyway, he's like, yeah, you're really delusional if you think that you're gonna find a man. You're probably making a good 600,000 a year, and you shouldn't be looking for a man that's making anything close to that. And you want a man to accept that you have a career versus. And I was like, she just hasn't. Mm-mm. There was one she said that was in Europe. He wanted her to move, and she just decided not to because of her career. And I'm like, you could have done that in Europe. Maybe she'll meet another one just like that. But I'm like, you're only 38. You're young. So I went and took the test, right? Because I was like, what the heck? Let me go see what it's about. And I'm going to share some of it with you because it was a female delusions calculator, but there isn't one for males. I did it, and it asked to rate what my ideal or man of my dreams would be. I don't walk around wondering if I can trust someone. I don't, y'all know, if you know me, you've been with me for quite some time. What, 5 years, 6 years or so of doing lives? I don't have that trust no one mindset. I don't have it. A lot of people do. And I say, if you say trust no one, that means you also don't trust yourself. You don't trust your higher power, your higher source, our creator. I don't do that. To walk around feeling like somebody's going to betray me, people are going to do what they want to do. My prayer is I'm able to handle the betrayal in a very conducive way. That's what I pray about. I ain't worrying about if somebody's going to betray me. People are people. It's possible. That's what I work on. Not breaking apart if and when somebody decides to. Yes? Yes? Okay. So I put my age range, and just for the sake of it, what did I say? I said 45 to 55 is what I did. I saw that thumbs up. Thanks. I don't know who it was. I can't see anybody coming in. 45 to 55 is what I did. And I said the income 60,000. That's what I said. Bachelor's degree, okay. Whatever you may be working in, okay. I was thinking about when I was a public classroom educator, how long it took me to get to 60K. That didn't mean that's what I brought home. Anyway, I excluded obese. I excluded not married, of course. And I said 5 feet 8 because I've never been one of those, oh, you got to be 6 feet. Mm-mm. That has never been, that's never been my taste. Tall had to be because of basketball. And if he was going to be that right there was a minimum of 6'5" for me. Okay, because I wanted tall kids. I didn't want a bunch of little, I didn't want a bunch of little guards, even though either way, yeah, or running backs or whatever it was going to be. But that whole 6 feet, mm-mm. So I said 5'8", and this site put me at a 3.9% probability of finding a man like that and a delusional score of 3 out of 5. Now, Julissa, whatever. I don't know what her name. I don't know how to. I should have looked at it again just to hear her say her name. She had a score of a 5 out of 5. I went back and I included married, included obese, and my percentage went up to 34.6. And my delusional scale went to 2 out of 5. So it meant that I had to include married men in my dating pool in order to not be delusional. Then I went back and I excluded married men, kept obese. My percent dropped down to 7.3. I was still a 2 out of 5. Then I went back and excluded obese, included married, and it went up to 18.4%. So I was like, this scale is a bunch of crap. The delusional scale stayed at 2 out of 5. Okay. Then I went back and I lowered the height to 5 feet 6. Because it's still taller than me. The percentage went up to 43. So the site is full of its own delusion. As number one, if a woman should jeopardize her safety and accepting going with or being with a married man. Number one, because every time I included a married man, it went up. And it was any ethnicity. It only listed 3. So I didn't exclude any ethnicity because, I'm not on that anymore. No, I'm not. Mm-mm. It was laughable. It was laughable because I'm like, ain't no man, especially a married one, worth that. No, that ain't peaceful. All these spiritually and sexually transmitted diseases going on. Mm-mm, no, thank you. Then I went to the 13 feminine, what was it? Feminine archetype. I went to that scale, that test next, and it was like over 100 questions. You husbands, that's one that your wife can take. Y'all know, even though I'm not doing that series, that segment right now, I'm still working on editing the book. That's a good one for your wives to know. I ain't talking about y'all that long term girlfriends. Y'all know I don't do the whole shacking and, or you've asked her to marry you and it's been a year, 2 years, and you just kind of stretching it out. I ain't talking to you. You wives that are legally wives. That's a good one for you to do. I'm going to share just a little bit of what mine said because it ain't really for everybody's ear. It's for his ear alone. But there's 13 different feminine seduction types. I didn't even know this. Y'all know I'm a lifelong learner. So anytime somebody say, well, yeah, go and look this up, read about it, I'm going to give it a chance because I take calculated risks. And unfortunately, husbands, when you have your wives do this, her results will show as soon as she's finished. Tell her to screenshot because if the screen refreshes, she'll lose all of her information and have to go back and redo the whole thing, the whole test or quiz because I had to do it and I didn't like that. I'm going to screenshot the person that, suggested that we do it just so she knows I did take the time to do it. And I travel way too much to be set up and show y'all the way that a lot of people do. They get Cash App and super chats. I don't do that. I don't get that. So you get me as you get me, okay? Anyway, oh man. Plus, they have over 1,000 subscribers anyway. You get me as love. Actually, the site, it has over 100 questions, right? And you just click on your response. You're not supposed to think about it. You click real quick. And I know this ain't for everybody, short attention span. I do appreciate when you pop in, though. Give me some of your time as I gift you with some of mine. They say it's a catalyst to embracing the real you in your seduction. All right. There's a dominant lover and a secondary lover. The archetypes that it listed was mother, maiden, queen, huntress, sage, mystic, lover. The seduction side, siren, sophisticate, boss, bohemian, goddess, enigma, if I'm saying that right, sensualist, lady, diva, which I don't like because that's really demonic. I don't know how they changed it to make it seem like, Mm-mm. Empress, I think this is ingenue, and either gay mind, gammon, I don't know, Gamine. I didn't look it up to figure out how to say it. So if you know how to say it, you can type it in there and let me know, okay? Once you finish this quiz, it will give you, there's 735 points possible. My score was a 502, a 68.3. Okay. It says that you have 1 out of 3 or 1 to 3 archetypes main that are dominant. I ended up having one. I had 2 that were the exact same level and 2 more that came next at the exact same score. And then, my 5th, my 6th, and my 7th for the archetypes. Nothing was out of 100%. It doesn't do that. My most instinctful and impactful is sage. So I'm like a Cleopatra, commanding power in the bedroom and the boardroom. I was like, okay. And then it said, like a Claire Huxtable, you know, that scene where what's his name? I forget his name right now. Sandra's husband, where he was like, "You're going to serve? You just don't seem like the type." And she was like, "Serve whom?" Okay. And she was like, "If you don't get it together, you're never gonna have anybody serving you anything, anywhere, anytime, ever." Okay. I was like, "Oh, Jacqueline Kennedy, Michelle Obama, a Hillary Clinton, the Jacqueline from Boomerang." It all almost made me want to go watch Boomerang again. Okay, Sage. And then I've never watched Scandal, but it was like Olivia Pope. And I was like, oh, okay. It showed a few clips, and I was like, really? A mixture of beauty and brains, best suited for a successful man because she's goal oriented. She pursues knowledge. She can be in a male dominated environment and succeed at it. And I was like, wow, maybe that's why I've always coached or been more successful. Let me say that, coaching boys and men. Okay, with basketball. Quiet demeanor can seem distancing and fascinating. She sings. She's a strategist. She's objective. She's into academics. She's disciplined. Skilled lover. Yeah, my husband gonna have to find that out because, yeah, Nobody knows the full me. I can say that. No one. Thankfully. Wisdom, competent, competitive, drawn to powerful men. But the opposite side can seem frigid if someone's not taking time to get to know her. She can seem emotionally unavailable. And I'm like, really? Closed off from sensuality and creative energy. And I was like, wow. And it made me look at my previous relationships. Every intimate relationship. There was no favor, no purpose, no critical thinking of assignments and ordered steps in any of them. I was not the secret weapon like an Olivia Pope or a Claire Huxtable or, man, I was just like, oh my gosh. My sage and my maiden came together. Accomplishment, wisdom, compartmentalize, emotions, as well as intuition, creativity, evolving in darkness. So I'm not ever buried, or I'm planted. I'm not buried, I'm planted. I evolve in that. And it was like, oh, okay, I get it a little bit more. It goes in depth. So, you husbands, your wives, have them go look at that, the archetypes, and take that quiz so they can get to know themselves just a little bit better. And so can you. You can get to know her just a little bit better and see her feminine archetypes and how they line up because I didn't know there was 7 and then there's 13 parts to it with seduction. It would behoove you to learn about it just a little bit. All right. I'm going to go. I just want to share that real quick because I learned something today about myself that I didn't know. Y'all know I'm a lifelong learner. I appreciate your time. Thank you for tuning in. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday. I don't know who's watching and on this part, but thank you for that. Much love to you. It's something. I would say go check it out. Go check it out. Now, if there was one for men, you might learn something too. I don't know. I don't know where it is. If I ever find it, I'll let y'all know. Okay. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday evening or whenever you may see this. And I'll see you next time that I'm live, whenever that may be. Do everything in love, y'all. This picture is so much better. Look at here. Be love. All right. Later.